Hello, everybody. Welcome to another practice session with Warren. We try and do this every week at 2 o'clock. We're just bidding hands, getting our system in order for when we eventually return to live play in Austin in the fall. I am uh, just I see that my stream is live. So you can be watching from YouTube or from Twitch. We're not going to start probably for another 5 minutes. So if you're watching this as a recorded video and you want to get to the bridge, you can wait about you can just skip forward about 5 minutes. Otherwise, if you're here, say hello and we can have a little conversation. I wanted to get the stream going early. So I've set the table up to show hands that again it's kind of the standard parameter that I use for bidding hands with so that interesting hands come up. I try to avoid the 15 to 17 point hands because honestly the most boring hands to bid are one no trump openers. It's a system that you should know really well with your partner what you're doing over one no trump. So when one no trump, three no trump, or one no trump stamen comes up, that's a waste of our time from a practice perspective. So I basically tell the system that I want minimum openers or 17 plus, and yeah, and that we have a combined 23 points. I don't mind competitive auctions. Hey David, good to see you. How are you? I miss you guys as far as teaching. I've been a little lethargic when it comes to getting my content ready. It's amazing how I was on go, 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 build content, make lessons, go, 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 go for about a year and a half. And when I finally hit the stop button, it's amazing how hard it is to get the engine going again. I've been pretty relaxed. I've been spending tons of time with my kids, which is awesome, and didn't really realize I thought I was doing a pretty good job of spending time with them even throughout the pandemic, but I really see these last few weeks with the extra time that I've been able to. It's not just the extra time, it's also the fact that I'm not focused on building lessons and teaching and whatnot. Um, it's my head's here, so when I'm not only am I with them more, I'm more present, which is pretty good. So yeah, that's where we are. We're going to take a trip to Colorado in a couple weeks when the kids are finished school, and probably when I get back from that trip, I will get back really dig into to making lessons for the fall. I'm glad to hear that. I hope lots of people are reviewing the lessons. I'm going to take a new path going forward. I'm gonna try teaching things and then immediately reinforcing them. Rather than last year, I didn't really connect the reinforcement with the lessons, but now I'm gonna try this fall to teach a subject and combine it with multiple sessions of just drilling it in right away, so it's while it's fresh, so we don't have this same need to review. Because I think once something is ingrained in your mind, it's you don't need. It's not as hard to remember after a while. Like only when it's in that phase where you've just learned it and you haven't really had a chance to practice it. That's when it's really hard to remember something and keep it. So I'm going to try and reinforce it quicker. So what I'm planning is to do a webinar and then immediately reinforce it, and then do a webinar and then immediately reinforce it. Yeah, so that's my plan. Yeah, I agree. I do too. Honestly, everybody does. When you learn something, it's easy to understand something that when it's first told to you, but then remembering it until you've seen examples come up and seen not only it applied but also just seeing it in action. My brain remembers things from my actual experience for sure. Yeah, that's a good question, David. How do you put one of a major double transfers after one of a major doubled on the convention card? So I think that it would go in the. Let me see if I can bring up a convention card. I don't know if I'm cutting off the entire browser here or not, but I think that it goes in. Let me take one of my like my Warren Spector card. Um, I think we put it in. I think it's supposed to be here. I don't have it here. There, I don't have it here, but it is over the opponent's takeout double. Would be the box that I would. Oh, what am I doing with this all? First of all, this is a weird view. I don't need this whole side. Anyway, I would put it in the over opponent's takeout double. That's kind of the spot where it would belong, but I don't know where I put it otherwise. I put it down here. Transfers after major double down here, but honestly, it's supposed to go in this spot right here, this over opponent's takeout double, because um, But the problem is that there's so little room in here, and like Warren and I, for instance, we play a system that has like over one of a minor double that's complicated. So I thought that was belonged in this box, so I used it in a different spot. Where are we? Um, hey Krish, I'm glad to hear the reviewing is important. It's funny. I'm glad to hear it anyway. Let me see. I gotta get okay. Let me go to the moderator view. Oh, funny. My stream something's off. All right, so we're gonna get started soon. Warren should log in shortly. Hopefully he's not by mistake in the other area, the casual area. So again, today we're just bidding hands that are. We're gonna hopefully the robots will interfere and we'll get some competitive bidding practice. And otherwise, we have the majority of the points on every hand, but that's only just so that we don't have the opponents bidding like 1 no 3 no or whatever. This way I could keep it so that it's somewhat interesting. You might see every so often I might skip a hand because it's obvious that it's not going to provide practice. All right, moderator view. There we go. Found it. I don't have my mom to bug me about shaving, so I show up here with a beard. All right, there we go. Here he is. Say hi. 13. All right, I have to make a support redouble here. Funny, I've got 4 spades and they've made a takeout double showing diamonds and spades. Now this is neither one of us are forced to bid here. If Warren's just got 4 hearts or whatever, he can pass, and that'll be the end of it. If Warren's got a good hand, he might double. And if he's got 5 hearts, he should bid. He should bid 2 hearts here, pretty much no matter what his hand is. I mean, unless he's too strong to bid 2 hearts. But there's no hand that's too weak to compete to 2 hearts here. He really wants to express the 5-3 fit because my support redouble is unlimited. So it's really important that I know whether he has 5 hearts here. So there is no hand too weak to bid 2 hearts. Okay, so this 3 clubs is just kind of competitive. He could have doubled whenever he has a good hand. So this is just a competitive bid. It didn't really show any game interest, so I'm just gonna pass. Where's exactly where we belong. We're gonna lose a diamond and 2 hearts. So with a good hand there, he would double. That second round of the bidding double by responder or by opener would just be extra values. That's how you differentiate the 3 club bids that have game interest and the 3 club bids that don't have game interest. Yeah, so he was worried with his 10-point hand. So I have an opening hand, and when you have a game forcing hand, and you have a 5 card suit, you always bid that first. And this is an uncomfortable auction here. I have to set the game force with 3 clubs. Don't like it, but it's my only bid. This is why if I only had 4 spades, I wouldn't have bid 1 spade because I could foresee this problem. All right, so I'm pretty sure that we play that 3 diamonds would have been the default rebid by him. So I think that he should be 6-4 here, which means he should have a decent hand. I don't have a club stopper. I think that 4 hearts is my only bid really here. I don't think that 5 diamonds is necessarily going to be the right contract if they take the ace king of clubs. And if I wanted to show a good hand in support of hearts, I think I would bid 4 clubs. Oh, he had a pretty good hand. But I mean, he showed a pretty good hand. Interesting hand. That's a good question, Krish. I'll answer it in a second. I'm just thinking about this and answering. So this slam was not a very good slam. We're gonna lose two diamonds most of the time. We don't have communication to set up the spades and get back here. Wondering if three hearts over one spade is better. 16. Yep. You can read easily. Yeah, I guess it fits in the stream. You can read what I'm typing to him. While I am streaming, my number one priority is I'm working with my partner. He's being gracious enough to let me bid hands and stream it at the same time. But I'm always going to be number one focused on answering his questions and talking to him. And as a secondary, I'll be talking to you guys. This is a ridiculously strong hand, and when you have a huge hand, you always bid your longest suit. So Krish, you're right. He could have bid two hearts. I think that it might have been the problem with two hearts is that would, because it was a free bid, it would show five, and I'd be a little bit afraid to do that because then I might jump to game and all right. So I have a huge hand. I'm gonna keep making forcing bids here. 19 opposite my partner's opening bid. My partner's limited their hand to 15. Um, okay. So I bid diamonds, I bid spades. This is very possible we don't have a slam, but I don't really see a way around bidding slam. Like I feel like there's a really good chance we're just making six clubs if he's got a really good club suit, or like what's a hand that he could have? Like ace, queen, jack, seventh of clubs, and two queens. That would be enough for slam. Anyway, I'm gonna keep bidding naturally here. Maybe I should bid three diamonds. Yeah, to get my sixth diamond across, because he could easily still have two diamonds. We're in a force. When responder reverses like this, that sets up a game force. Yeah, he opened one club, so a three club rebid uh, would have shown 16 to 18. So he's exactly, we're limited. He's limited by not jumping to three clubs. So what I'm thinking is I can jump to 4 no trump quantitative. I think that's my bid. I need to invite slam. And this can't be a keycard bid. I can't be keycarding in spades. He didn't raise spades. He didn't bid a spade over a diamond. We don't have a spade fit. So this is just, I'm just inviting him to go to slam. I tried to rebid my diamonds to show my six diamonds, and then now this is my way of saying, do you have a min or a max? Hi, Steph. I mean, it's kind of guessing on this hand. I'm hoping he has like king, queen, jack, 10, seventh of clubs, and he jumps to six clubs. That's what I really want to hear right now. Six clubs from him would be perfect. I feel like 4 no trump expressed my heart stoppers. It expressed my strength. The only bad thing is I don't have a club to get to him. So like if he's got some hand like ace, king, queen, no, ace, king, jack, seventh of clubs or whatever, he's going to think that's good. But really, with no club over here, we're not going to do very well in slam. He also has to work out what 4 no trump means, but don't see anything else that it can mean but natural. It can't be keycard. I'm not keycarding in spades. It's an interesting hand. Yeah, exactly. Well, it just I just we can't have a spade fit. There's no way his three spade bid would have excited me to the point where now, oh, okay, three spades. You're trying to find a 4-3 spade fit. Let's key card. I mean, that doesn't make sense. You got to think like why didn't I key card on the previous turn? What's about spade key cards that I would be interested in? And I can always make a bid like four hearts here. Four hearts over three spades would say spades are trump. I have a really good hand, and then exactly, yeah, that's exactly right. Four hearts would be a perfect bid for setting spades. Even if it just doesn't make sense. So welcome. If you're new to the stream, if you're just getting here, I'm practicing with my partner. And for the nationals, we're a ways away, but we're trying to get a weekly practice session in. Maybe as we get closer to the nationals, it'll get more frequent than once a week. But right now, it's once a week when we are both available. Yeah, so this was like the kind of a hand that I was worried about. He had ace queen jack seven of clubs. Honestly, four no trump is not even going to be a good contract. I'm not going to flip to the next hand so easily. At least he caught 4-0 as quantitative. We had to play in what, five clubs on this hand? Five clubs looks like it would have been. Yeah, because I can use my ace king of diamonds to throw away the little spade and the little heart, so we would just lose two clubs. We needed to play five clubs or four spades. If I bid four hearts, I did only have 10 points. Tough one. Could we have made that? No, we can't really make four no trump on that hand. We 2, 4, 5, 6. We only have 7 top tricks on that hand. That was a ridiculously hard one. So this one, we play. This promises an unbalanced hand over a club of diamond. I would always bypass my majors to bid one no trump if I was 12 to 14 balanced. He's usually not going to bid a diamond with a 4 card major. The only question is whether he. Okay, so we play a very fancy system here. One spade says he has one of two hand types. He's either got a really weak hand, like less than 8 points, or he's got some game force. So I bid one no, and the reason we play this convention is we have a way. It's just a homegrown tool that it's a homegrown tool that helps us when differentiate between having 6 or 7 points and 8 to 11 points. I can't get into it now; it's kind of a little bit too complicated. But I love it. I invented it with Vince, my old partner Vincent Dumoy. It was really effective. It doesn't come up enough for it to really be worthwhile, but when you get like when you make up a system and you love it, and it's your own baby. So I love it. We have it on our card when it comes up. Yeah, there's a when you're playing standard, differentiating between 8 to 11 and 5 to 7 is a pretty big deal because when you're the opening bidder, and you have 16 points, you're never really sure whether to invite game when partner's 5 to 10. If you have 16 and your partner shows 5 to 10, exactly. So by having his one no or two clubs or two diamonds show 8 to 11. Now, when you've got 16 points, you know what to do. You know to pursue game. But and when partner shows less than 8 or less, then you know with 16 that you don't pursue game. It makes those hands much 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 easier. 2006, I was playing with Vince all the way through to 2006. That's amazing. That's 15 years ago. I feel it's hard to keep it on perspective. Wow. Okay. Partners two plus clubs. I have a perfect splinter. 5-5. I show my 5-5. I show my shortness. So in this auction, we haven't really talked about it. You were born in. Don't start with me, Chris. Really? You were really born in 2006? No. Oh man. All right. So this, I'm assuming, is a hard fit. Uh, so when we've established hearts, Warren and I play non-serious three no trump, and actually we play three spades is a non-serious three no trump. So I have a pretty good hand. I have 14 with prime. I've already showed my 5-5, and I've already showed my singleton diamond. So he knows about all that information. But I do have a pretty key card rich hand. I need ace, ace, queen, queen. I need 12 points. I'm gonna bid three no trump. That shows a serious slam interest. I'm pretty close. I would like to be king queen fifth of clubs. So this what three no trump says is I have a spade cubit and I have a serious slam try. That's what Warren and I play here. That three spades would say I'm waiting for basically Warren and I played non-serious three no trump, but we also played, and now I'm going to sign off because I've done my job. I don't even want to show last train. He knows about my singleton diamond. All right. This hand will be worth going over after, but for no, I have two key cards without the queen of trumps. Okay. Can we make this hand? No, not if they lead diamonds. We can't make it. But because of this ridiculous heartbreak. But what do you think of three no trump? I only have 14, but felt like every card was useful. Control heavy. So what did I have to go over on this hand? So we play non-serious three no trump, but modern there's a newer version of non-serious three no trump where you actually invert three spades and three no. So we use three spades as the generic non-serious three no trump bid, and then that just it brings the step lower. It's just yeah, okay, good. We're on the same page. So then, by me bypassing three spades, I'm now showing serious slam interest with my three no trump bid, and three no trump shows a spade Q bid, control bid. Sorry. Okay, let's get that transfer going. It's weird that that he has one no opener. I guess he's got 17 because he shouldn't. I don't think I included 14 in the range. But anyway, this is the way I would bid this hand no matter what. I would always just transfer to spades and bid clubs. We need to expose a diamond problem for 3 no trump. His 3 spade bid shows slam interest, and it's just not, I shouldn't say slam interest. It just shows a better hand than jumping to 4 spades. Can I make a slam? King of spades, ace queen of hearts is 9, king queen of clubs is 14, jack of clubs is 15. That would need 3-2 trumps, and that's a perfect hand. What about ace of diamonds? Ace of hearts is 8, king of spades is 11. Not unless he has a doubleton, a useful doubleton in one of these suits. I think I'm just going to sign off, but I could easily, if he has 17 and no points in diamonds, I would have liked to have splintered, honestly. That's what, honestly, there might be, maybe something to be said for showing this splinter. Sorry, let me just ask, what's 3 no trump over 3 spades? An offer or non-serious? Oh, you had a perfect hand. Wow. Yeah, okay, good. We're on the same page. So Warren and I have a rule for our series 3 no trump. Uh, that sorry. So we have a rule that when one hand is limited, we don't play serious 3 no trump or non-serious 3 no trump. So in this case, one of us has shown 15 to 17 points, and there's no need for serious or non-serious. It's just so we just play that. Okay, Capoletti 5-5 in the majors, 5-5 in the majors. So then that means I have an easy double to show my values. Right, 3 spades shows not a max versus a min. 4 spades would show yeah, 3 spades in a bad hand. Exactly. Yeah, Andrew. The jumping to 4 spades would be like I have a terrible hand with 3 card support. Okay, so I doubled. It went 2 spades. He bid 3 diamonds in front of me, not giving me the chance to double 2 spades. I'd be willing to bet he has 6 diamonds over there. I have too good of a hand to just pass here, I think, so I'm going to show a stopper in hearts. He could have a really bad, he could have passed and then pulled also. So maybe he actually has 6 diamonds in a weak hand. Yeah, if he has 6 diamonds, he does have a weak hand. I'm leaving this here. So I'm pretty sure that... So he would always pass it around to me. We're in a penalty double situation here over 2 spades. So he would always pass this 2 spades around to me to let me double if he had a normal hand. So him pulling really is an indicator that he doesn't have a very good hand. He had a better hand than I would have thought he with stoppers in both majors. So... direct 3 diamonds was... Yes. I took your direct 3 diamonds as a weaker bid than passing and pulling a double to 3 diamonds. So we play different systems depending on what their 2 diamond bid means. With transferring and bidding diamonds show a 6 card spade suit and a splinter. Yeah, you don't have a way to splinter showing a 5 card suit because you can't splinter. You can't assume you have a fit. If you transfer to spades and If you transfer to one no, if you transfer to spades and jump to 4 diamonds, you're committing to playing in 4 spades. You wouldn't do that with only 5 spades because you really want to. You don't want to end up in a 5-2 fit for no reason. So there's ways you can like I know with some of my partners I play transfers after transfers, which kind of lets us unravel the shape, but which can help a lot. So where are we at here? So we play two-way new minor forcing here. There's a pretty big variety of hands here. A lot of random system stuff coming up today. Equate it to we do play two-way new minor forcing by passed hand. We play a little interesting thing about two-way new minor. It's a very good thing to note. But give me a second. 17 and a 5-card suit is too strong for opening one no trump. So by passed hand, you don't need a game forcing bid, obviously, by passed hand because you're a passed hand. By definition, you don't have a game forcing hand. So, what are we? So this is the auction that we do not play transfers after a 2-no rebid. I've got to remember I messed this one up last session. Sorry. So what we do with the game forcing part of two-way new minor forcing is when we bid 2 clubs to force our partner to bid 2 diamonds. That's what we do when we have like a 4-card major and longer diamonds, and where we don't want to give partner the opportunity to correct back to our major. All right, what am I doing here? Mixed raise time. And we play that a direct 2 diamonds. So like, let's say it's like a club, a spade, pass, a club, pass, a spade, pass, a no trump, pass. We play 2 diamonds. It's actually, we will have 5 of our major, so that partner's allowed to pick between diamonds and our major. Okay. 1, 2, and a finesse. Good, perfect. The finesse doesn't work, but that's what we want to be in this game. We're going to lose a diamond. We're going to lose a club. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it is bad, crazy. You don't want to end up in 4-no trump. You can't end up in 4-no trump. 4-no trump is key card in that auction. Like if I transfer to spades and bid 4 diamonds, partner bidding 4-no trump is saying, "Oh, I love your diamond shortness. I'm going to drive towards slam." You can't stop in 4-no trump later. Yeah, you don't. It doesn't. It just doesn't really. It doesn't work. Oh, sorry. I bid too fast there. Yeah, right. So welcome if you're just joining. To my intermediate students that are watching, you're going to see some stuff that comes up that is a little out of your range of, but don't worry about it. Try to focus on the things that come up that are in your the right level for you. I mean, I don't say that based on anybody that's talking in chat. I'm just saying in general, if you're watching this and it seems like it's going at a brisk pace, that it is. We try to get as many hands in as we possibly can. Okay, so now this is what I thought was going on here. That he passed one spade going for penalties. Uh, and it went two spades. Now it came pass, and he doubles. Double. This is what double shows. It says I'm going after them. I have a terrible hand for defense though here. I have the worst high card strength that I could have. I have negative. I have no tricks. I'm pulling this, and he'll know that that's what I've done. And he'll know that didn't have a hand that was good enough to compete the three clubs. I don't have any defense. Yeah. Couldn't stomach a pass is what I want to say. So I'm Vol against not. Don't love my heart soup, but I'm 6'4". Excuse me. Thank you. I hope we continue to roll through it. Yeah, we had a pretty big weekend. We steamrolled the whole weekend. It felt like we didn't start very well, but then we caught Saturday morning and just boom, we went on a run that was huge. Looking forward to playing on the weekend. He thought about 2-no trump over one spade. What was his hand that he thought about 2-no trump? So he's saying if he came back betting 2-no, would that be if they came back betting 2-no, that he was asking if that would be natural or if that would be both minors, and I agree with him that it should show both minors, because it was really impossible for him to have a 2-no bid. They have delayed kibitzing. You can watch the J-Lol about a half hour after it starts. It feels like you're watching it live, but you're actually watching it 30 minutes late. So we play a fancy system here over 2-no where I can show my clubs, but I need to go back to 3 hearts and show a minimum hand here, I think. Do I have a minimum? I'm red against white. So in that regard, I have a good hand. I mean, I have a bad hand. I'm normally going to have a really good hand when I open 2 hearts. So now I have a way to show. My options are to bid 3 hearts, saying that I have a minimum, or I can bid 3 diamonds to show 6 hearts and 4 clubs with a maximum. I don't really have a maximum, but at the same time, I never know whether I'm supposed to show my 4-card minor. It's like a kind of August or something. I don't know. I never know. So Warren had the luxury of bidding two no trump on that hand because I might have showed him 6-4 with four spades or even four diamonds. He could he yeah. Yeah, I agree with that was what I was saying. So I decided to say I have a bad week two bid. That's what my three hard bid said. Is this one good enough for a constructive raise? Not really. Two kings and a jack. Should really have good seven to bid two spades. So I'm gonna bid one no. Okay, so over our strong jump shift, I bid three spades. If I jump to four spades, that would show three card limit raise. When I bid three spades followed by four spades, that'll get across the fact that I was too weak for my. Warren's a really good bidder, a really good evaluator. Like I trust his opinion when I'm asking. Like he's his. If you read what he has to say about the hands, you can take what he says for being right and thoughtful and have to bid a heart. Double would show both majors. So if he doubles here, it would be a support double. Interesting. So he bid three spades. He could have just bid two spades. I don't know what three spades is trying to do. Well, you just start by bidding a major, and then the same way you like if it goes a club pass a heart, you only start by showing four, but you can't show it with your first bid, but you show it in the next one. So if he's 6-5, why wouldn't you just bid two spades though? Let's jump into three spades. My diamond and heart points are pretty useless for playing in his suits, but no trumps you can just kind of see this problem where they lead diamond diamond. Like if let's say the queen of diamonds is offside, unless we have nine rippers, we're gonna go down in three no trump. That doesn't feel right either. Like I think three spades is actually supposed to be a splinter, but that doesn't add up with this bidding, right? It doesn't make sense that he would have only a singleton spade. Like there's no reason for him to jump with 5-6. Well, You want to bet three no trump? I mean, so if he's 6'5", three no trump is only going to work if the ace queen of diamonds are on side. He might have six diamonds. Oh, he could have ace king six of clubs. I didn't mean six diamonds. Six ace king six of clubs. Ace king fifth of spades. I think four spades actually looks like the contract that's most likely to make on this hand if he's 6'5". I don't know why he's jumping though to show 6'5". He could just bid two spades. It doesn't make any sense at all that he's jumped to three spades. Yeah, to me, he's supposed to be singleton spade. This is supposed to be a splinter. There's no jumping above like a reverse or whatever. Maybe he was too strong. He was worried two spades would be non-forcing, but I just don't see that. My hand is arguing against it being a splinter. I don't think five clubs is gonna make, so might be right to play. I mean, if five clubs is making, it means he's like 7'5". Okay, so he was definitely 6'5". So now, if we're gonna lose the ace of hearts and the ace of diamonds, it seems like I want to play in spades. Yeah, that's one thing. My hand was arguing that it was a splinter. Was that it wasn't a splinter? I think it's supposed to be a splinter. So he's 6'5" or 7'5". Ace king fifth and ace king sixth. All the match points for passing four spades. So we missed the slam. Particularly if we could play clubs from my side, it's completely cold. Six clubs from my side because they can't lead a diamond through. But even from that side, so my only risk was five diamonds over two spades. Yeah. In spades, we were definitely got to the wrong contract on the hand for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Four spades was definitely the wrong contract. Well, obviously, we make six clubs, or even no, yeah, or even six spades maybe not so much, but six clubs is better. But yeah, if spades are 5-1, it could have been really bad. I don't know if maybe we could never go down. Yeah, you could just neglect to rough. I mean, you're not going to go down very frequently. It's very hard for them to beat the contract. One spade, two spades. Michaels, three clubs is we play transfers after Michaels, which that bid came very quickly, and my bid is very. So Warren, this is going to be a memory thing. I have a feeling Warren forgot that we play transfers in this auction. So he would be showing diamonds, which means I have a ridiculously strong hand. I'm gonna, I'm just gonna keycard in diamonds because that's what I would do over three clubs showing diamonds. He's gonna be like, "What is four hearts?" I mean, he bid three clubs so quickly, and I have a singleton club. The chances that he's remembered that we play transfers after Michaels, so five clubs would show 0, 3, 1, 4, 2 without the queen. So we're off one key card and two without the queen, two without the queen. So we're off one key card and the queen of trumps. So two with the queen. There we go. Okay, six diamonds. Ah, he remembered. Boom. That's awesome. We were going down on this layout, but this is a really perfect slam. You can see here that my fourth, we can rough the clubs. We just have to. We had a 10 card diamond fit. All we had to do was not lose two diamonds. This was an excellent, excellent slam. This is just a boring hand, so I'm going to redeal. It's not a good chance, Krish. No, it's not a good chance that they're 2-1 out, even with the 5-5. The chances of a suit breaking 3-0 are still way down. Yeah, there's a sense. I mean, yes, it's slightly more than the 95% or whatever it is, 90% that it's not that high, but it's still way more likely that the diamond suit was 2-1. I didn't have to bid here. I could have passed one heart. Maybe I should have. His two spades is asking me. Tuna Trump would say I'm 4-3-3 with a minimum or maximum or something. Tuna Trump shows 4-3-3. So I'm gonna do that. We play spiral raises, but because it's hearts, two spades leaves room for me to be able to bid two no trump, which I think normally would show 4-3-3 in a minimum, but I know it shows 4 hearts, triple three. And here he knows I'm not minimum because I would have passed a heart. If I was a 4-3-3-3 minimum, I would have just passed 1 heart. Yeah, so he had to invite here. He only had 10, but my range is pretty fixed. Yeah, it was a good stop. Did I show a max? All right, 2/1. This is one of those spots where even though I have 4 spades, I definitely want to get this game 4 set. And as you see, we don't miss a spade fit. So now again here, 3 no trump for us is non-serious 3 no trump. It says I don't have, I'm only interested in slam if you are. This is going to be an awkward hand because if he uses non-serious 3 no trump, I can still easily see a slam, right? I just need him to have ace king fourth of spades, and we have a slam. So that's 7 points. So I know I want to pursue slam, but the problem is that I'm going to have no idea how to get him to do that. Get him to just drive when he's got 2 trump honors. Because if he's got weak trumps like jack fourth of spades, I have no chance at I risk being at the 5 level. I don't really want to be at the 5 level, but the fact that he did make a non-serious 3 no trump is better than fast arrival. So if he does have like ace jack fourth of spades and the ace of hearts, that's what I would expect. He's got a couple key cards. I think I'm just gonna go key card and hope that we don't get to a slam that's like ace fourth of spades, opposite queen fourth. That's the worst case scenario here. Is that if he has like ace of spades, ace king of hearts, then we're gonna end up in a pretty ugly slam with spades. Our spade quality is dangerous. I have every suit controlled, so I don't need to have a control bidding auction. 2 without the queen is what I thought he was gonna have. So hopefully he's got the jack of spades or he's got the ace king fourth of spades. There you go. Sweet. I'm never gonna find the answer though. Like bidding keycard or not going, we don't have a way to find out that he has the jack of spades, right? Like I'm just kind of gambling no matter what. There's no sophisticated way to differentiate between when he has ace fourth of spades and ace king of hearts, for instance. That would be a non-serious 3 no trump. I don't have a good way to do that. I don't. Yeah, so five spades would have said I need you to have two of the top three honors to go to slam. But as I was just saying to Warren in the chat, that I didn't need him to have two of the top three honors. I just needed the jack. The jack was the key spade in that hand that I have no way of figuring out whether he has it or not. Uh, as far as that other hand, no, we didn't know he had a 10 card fit, but I also didn't know the quality of his diamonds, Krish. I don't worry about that stuff, honestly. Like I'm not. So we got to get to a slam with a bad diamond break. I don't sweat it. Uh, you're still going about talking. You're still asking questions about that 7-3 9. I didn't even know we had seven, but he could have king queen jack 10. There's no idea that we there's not enough information to you're not trying to thread the needle and figure out the difference between these two things. You just gotta live a little and go for it. I'm not picturing the doomsday scenario. I know we had six of them, so a diamond, a spade, three diamonds. I have a pretty good responsive double here. You can't see, but I'm going pretty gray up here. I don't know if the camera can pick up the gray hairs, but there's a lot of them up there. Uh, all right, so he's saying he doesn't know where to go. He sounds like he's got five spades and three hearts, or he can't really have a slam try here, so he could have a slam try. I'm just gonna bid four spades. That's the contract that I want to end in. I don't have a heart fit. If he does have a really good hand, so he has a really good hand. Oh, that's not good. Was he 5-4-0-4? That doesn't make any sense. 5-3-0-5. So when he bid four diamonds, I was thinking he had like three hearts and he wasn't sure which game to play. Now I'm thinking he's 5-3-0-5. Raleigh Polly, I'll talk to you in a minute or two. Let me think about this hand, but that's interesting question that you're asking. I will let me just think about this. So he's 5-3-0-5. Do we have a slam? He didn't have a way to bid. He didn't have a way to bid to show two suitor over a diamond with 5-5 in the black suits. So in order to make slam, I need him to have ace queen of clubs, ace of spades, ace of hearts. That's a lot. And they've opened the bidding. I think I'm just gonna leave him here. Ace queen. Yeah, because this is not his spades aren't even necessarily gonna set up. Ace fifth of clubs, ace queen fifth of spades, ace third of hearts will be on a heart finesse into the wrong hand. I'm just gonna leave him here. I think he's 5-3-0-5 with yeah. And do we have a slam? Yeah, sort of. You did a great job describing your shape. Still thought slam would be touch and go. Well, we're really on the same page. That was a tough little high-level competitive auction, and you can see how I guess I can talk through why I knew his shape. So when he bid four diamonds, it felt like he was getting me to bid hearts if I had five hearts. When you have a hand with three hearts, you aren't really sure whether the responsive doubler there has five hearts or not. And so he was careful. He didn't want to just commit to hearts with only three of them and end up in a 4-3 fit. So instead, he bid four diamonds, hoping that I would bid four hearts when I have five. This spot, it's usually just like he's just asking me to choose a game because the opponents have opened a diamond. It doesn't seem like it's a slam auction. So when I bid four spades, I was like, well, I don't have a fifth heart. So if he had four hearts, he would have bid hearts himself. So I offered four spades, and then when he pulled back to five clubs, that was like saying, okay, I was just trying to get you to pick a game, but he wouldn't be bidding five clubs on a four card suit. He would have been content playing in 5-2 spade fit. If he was 5-3-1-4, he wouldn't be going in because as you saw, I don't have four clubs necessarily, so he's not going to risk going to the five level. So I knew when he bid five clubs that he had was 5-3-0-5, which really made that hand. Made it easier to pass five clubs, and he did a great job of bidding the hand. Although obviously we made a slam on the actual hand, but it still needed trump street too on a preempt hand. So it's very possible that we're not going to break, and it is what it is. So what? Do you have a bridge club near you? Because that's the way you would find out. Uh, Hi Simon. So a bridge club is the way to find a partner. Like I didn't have that experience of being 19 through a pandemic looking for bridge partners, but you need to get yourself playing in games that have good players as quickly as you can. That was my secret to success, was never playing down, not playing in limited games, finding the toughest competition that I possibly could as quickly as I possibly could. And you don't always have to learn from your partner. You can learn from your opponents. You can learn from the score sheet after the game by seeing what other people did on BBO. You have this extra ability to be able to look through what your other people did with your hand. You got to be resourceful. It's tough. I agree that the instant tournaments are not going to teach you great habits because you got a robot over there. You're not learning how to defend. That's a really big problem with the instant tournaments. I'm going to show a minimum hand, even though I have a great minimum. Two spades is a range ask. Yeah. We belonged in diamonds. In no trumps, we were. Oh no, we're fine. In fact, we would make seven on this hand. The king of spades. What would happen? Yeah, Warren. See how quick Warren was on it too. If you lead the ace of spades and you cash all your red suit cards, eventually West is going to get squeezed out of their king of spades and their four card club suit. So, uh, yeah, there's DG with the zenith. I can't go a stream without you mentioning the zenith there. It's 104 spades is yeah, it's 4-4. Let me my. Yeah, he was hoping to play seven, I guess. I totally agree, but that's why you need to get out to bridge clubs and bridge tournaments. Obviously, that hasn't been possible in the last year, but you will. Certainly there's junior programs that I would. Do we have any people who are in the USBF junior? Are you in the US, by the way? That's I guess I could ask that if you're in the US. I know the US. There's lots of juniors out there. Go on Bridge Winners and our post and yeah, and post something in the USBF Junior forum. There's if you can search for that, That would be a place to start. Like I'm sorry, I don't really have the best answers. I'm not so involved in that in that area I know even my students have problems finding partners. It's a hard part of this game. I was so lucky to be born into a family of bridge players that I had built-in partners. My mom, my grandma, that really that helped me learn, and also just the Canadian bridge program. They were so good about getting juniors involved. And where are we? One spade, two spades. Uh, oh, I have four card support, so I'm gonna make my. Oh, I can do this. We play a special method here. Three no trump says I have a balanced game force with four card support. You're gonna have to be resourceful though, and don't sell yourself short. Go for it. Find people. Don't stop until you do, because the quickest. It might not be easy, um, but you want to find a partner and find a group of people to play with as soon as possible. I think Twitch might be a good idea. Like talking to these people in chat. I'm sure that there's people out there that are interesting. Is there? I don't know if there's a way to private message somebody through the Twitch chat or no. 3 no trump is not. Sorry, 104 spades, 406 spades. No, 3 no trump isn't passable. The idea here behind this bid of why we play 3 no trump shows his hand is so that when the opponents sometimes bid, often when it goes Michael's, the next hand's going to preempt you. It's just any game for us. All right, this is a boring hand. No, it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with Heartstoppers. We've got a 9 card spade fit. We're gonna play in spades. The idea is we make that bid to establish the fit so that when the opponents preempt, that that we know what hand type I have. If you just bid 3 hearts Q bid with any hand with 3 card support and 10 points, or 4 card support and opening hand, what happens is when they jump to 4 hearts, when they bid 5 hearts or something, that you haven't gotten very much information across. So we just pull one of those hands out. I think it's a Kokish tool. Speaking of the Canadian Junior program, I was forced through the Kokish practice, who's a genius as far as coaching bridge. I don't have a bid here except for one no. Um, all right, so we play this as a forcing. He can have a 4 card major. One no trump, we play semi-forcing. We have a big believer in playing semi-forcing no trump. I don't see any. There's no reason to play one no trump forcing in my mind. I mean, there are hands where you might be better off, but being able to open 11 counts and pass one no trump is a massive advantage. So where are we? 10, 12. So again, I could go two no trump, forcing. That's probably what I'm gonna do. The only problem is I don't like that I have these 3 little hearts. So my alternative is to bid a diamond, and then if he bids one no, let him play the hand. Or if he bids a heart, I can bid 3 no or 2 no. Um, Do I want to force the game? I do want to force the game, and if I do force the game and he does show shortness in hearts, that's not the end of the world. So I am going to force the game. It is 12, but the Queen Jack 10, I'm going to go the same route that he just went. I don't love having three little hearts here, but he has short spades. Okay. Well, that's weird. So, if he's got short spades, oh, we're going to game. Tuno was a game for us. He could have. We could still. I mean, the King of Spades is a disaster. Yeah, I could have been inverted. I could have done that. I could have done that. So he's five clubs. Eight, how many points does he have to have here? Let's say he's got Ace King of Diamonds, Ace Queen of Hearts. That's 13 points. We're not going to make anything if that's his hand. Let's say he's got King of Clubs, Ace King of Hearts is 10, and the King of Diamonds 13. Again, we're not making anything. He's got to have. So my choices are 3-0 or 5 clubs here. Or 4 hearts even. 4 hearts might be the right place to play. That's impossible though. So I could have been inverted. That might have been a smarter approach. I don't like 3 on Trump. I don't like anything here. This is a disaster. If I bid 3 on Trump, like I need to have 9 top tricks. No, we can't stop in 4 of a minor. 2-0 game force. Man. I can bid 5 clubs. King, Ace King, Queen. That's 12. I don't see it. He's got any hand that we're gonna. Yeah, I'm just bidding 3 on Trump. Oh. Um. All right, I'm on note checking. Yeah, 3 of major shortness. Yeah, inverted. You can do it with 4. Like, it's it is what it is. You can do anything. There's nothing. There's no rules against doing stuff like that. I think I definitely think inverted was a better bid. Too good to show 16 to 18. I have 18, but I'm definitely too strong for it. So does any mate? No, we need to stop. I think history. Does any make? Where were we? Double dummy. No, no, we're off ace, ace, ace. No, no, four spades definitely doesn't make. We know we lose three tricks in clubs. That's where we belong. Is in some club partial. Do I open that north hand? 1 second. I think so. Let me go back and look. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I would open it. I would for sure. 6-5. Yeah, I mean, look, I hate having singleton kings. It's not a very good hand, but I would open. I, I don't know. I don't. You're not really burning yourself that bad by opening. Not that. I don't know. All right, so we play two spades. Promises six here. No, I've shown 6-4. This is a big advantage over standard. Like over not standard, over the other method of rebids over of 2/1, because if you're playing that you two spades doesn't promise six, now three clubs could be a whole different range of hands. Because I showed my six card suit first, he knows I'm 6-4 now when I bid three clubs, which is a big. It's much more descriptive than three clubs, which could be 5-5. It could be 5-4. If you're playing normal methods, like normal, not normal. I don't know why I'm saying normal, but the other method of two of a major being your default rebid. There's a lot. It's a lot more ambiguity in an auction like that. We've had some good variety of hands today. We're all over the map. We've had some part score hands. We've had some game hands. All right. Well, I don't have anything practical to bid here, so I'm going to bid 2-0. Hopefully, hear another piece of information from my partner. If he bids three diamonds, I think I'm likely to go back to three spades with my doubleton. We are in a game force when I bid two diamonds, so he knows if I had a five card suit over two spades, I would have bid that five card suit. So 2 knows just basically denying a five card suit. I'm gonna go three spades now to show a doubleton, like take a preference. He could be 5-5, he could be 6-4. We have no clue what his shape is here, but I know I can show my delayed support now, which is very helpful. If he bids four diamonds, that would be like 5-5. If he bids four clubs, I would think that that's a control bid for spades. That would be looking for slam. So now I can bid four diamonds and show my ace of diamonds. I have a pretty good hand here, because three spades we didn't necessarily have a spade fit. So now I can just bid five clubs and feel like I've shown my hand. I don't need to bid key card. I can just bid five clubs and now it's up to Warren. Just showed my whole hand in two bids, and when he bid four hearts, it confirmed everything. I don't know if I like the two heart showing bust, but I don't mind it. I mean, it certainly makes options like this nice and easy. Um, yeah, it was unfortunate that this worked out pretty badly. That we ended up being on a spade finesse. Um, Not the end of the world. Wait, I wonder if my I feel like did my two no trump show something special? So four clubs was a control bid, a Q bid in support of spades. That was the way. That was the his four club bid was the moment that I found out that we had a spade fit, and now we're looking for slam. When I bid three spades, we could have been in a 5-2 spade fit. So it was only once he made a bid that was impossible, like four clubs, that it kind of confirmed to me that spades were trumps and we were looking for slam. If he had bid four diamonds, that wouldn't be like a control in diamonds denying a club control, because we were still kind of haven't established a fit. My three spades was just a preference, and he had only promised five spades. Yeah, okay, okay. It's funny. Sometimes you don't know if you're right or wrong, but when you and your partner are on the same page, that's the most important part. So I'm glad to know that we agree on what the meaning of the bids are. You know, whether it's the optimal way of playing or not. It doesn't matter much as long as you and your partner are on the same page for sure. Double by him is penalty. So let's go. All right. So what we would normally do in a hand like this is lead trumps, and if we lead trumps, they're gonna get one club, one spade, one club, one spade, and one heart. So they're gonna go four down here in one heart doubled. I would just usually redouble when I've got a good hand, Monique. I'm not. We're trying to get them when they come in. If they don't have a fit, they're in deep trouble. So as you can see here, we have 13 opposite 14, but the opponents have no 8 card fit. So they're just done. That's kind of the point of the redouble and the penalty double. You can keep looking at the hand down here on the bottom right, and you can see that they're basically they're going to get one heart. They're going to get a slow spade, Well, no, one quick spade, one slow heart, and the club. They only have three tricks on this hand, so 800 when we were only entitled to 400 in a game. What do I have here? I have 17. One, no. This was a perfect example from the redoubles class of last September. And also, I think we talked about it when in the penalty doubles classes, just when is the doubles penalty? Well, when we redouble, when we start by redoubling to show values, that's when doubles, our first double is going to be penalty. Okay. This is a hand that I like to raise with three card support. I have a worthless doubleton, uh, and we have a way to figure it out if he needs to. He can ask me with two spades. You see, we're moving at a pretty quick pace now. I mean, honestly, some of these hands are just so routine for us that we're not going to dwell on them for too long. While I could sit and teach a lot of things on any individual hand, I have to keep the pace going for our practice. All right, two-way new minor forcing. I can invite by going two clubs, two diamonds, two hearts, or I could just sign off. 11 is close. It's on the border. Um, But with the fact that I have a secondary club fit, I like it. I don't like having the singleton queen of diamonds. So now I've showed five hearts in an invitational hand, and there we rest. Didn't cost anything or hurt anything or help anything. I don't know what a bunny hug is. 8, 9, 10, 15. Enough to bid a diamond. I'm too strong to bypass my diamonds because I've got an opening bid. Now I can bid two diamonds, game forcing, or I can bid two hearts, natural enforcing. I'm going to bid two hearts, natural enforcing. I'm doing this because I don't really want to expose if partner has um, if partner has spades. I don't really. There's no real reason for me to do it. So I'm just. And now I have a slam, ace, ace queen is 12, 10, ace of clubs. No, I'm gonna be a trick. That hand would be pretty close. Ace of diamonds, ace queen of hearts, ace of clubs. That hand, that's 14 points. Where if he had three diamonds, I'm gonna be able to use my diamonds to throw away his hearts. I could have a slam, but he didn't have the ace of diamonds. Or the ace of hearts. Yeah, I don't know, Krish. I usually would bid out my shape here. We play two-way new minor forcing, but I don't even know why we do it. I would always rather bid out my hand when, especially when I'm usually going to be dummy. It's a good question. I don't really know. I always bid out. I always bid out in the responsive spot there. You know what I love, Chris, when you redouble and get the opponents for penalty? I love the spot where people come in with off-shape takeout doubles and they have too many cards in the opener suit. People get away with it all the time at the Bridge Club. They catch their partner with the right fit, and that drives me nuts. So every time I'm able to punish those people for coming in when they don't have a fit, it is for whatever reason so what's the word? It's rewarding in a way. Yeah, it's gratifying. Exactly. All right, I have 7. I can't really look for game. So usually I would overcall a spade. Do I miss Tim Hortons? So I miss Tim Hortons as it was when I was a kid. But about 10 years ago, Burger King bought Tim Hortons or Wendy's or somebody, and they turned it into the worst. They took what was they had great coffee, and they gave up their deal with that coffee maker to get a cheaper deal with some other, and their coffee's now terrible. And they, instead of making things in house, they went to the model of getting all their donuts pre made and just heat them up in the oven. Like they're terrible compared to what they used to. So I miss Tim Hortons from when I was younger, but I did discover that this is awkward because I don't have a heart stopper. Um, I could bid three clubs. Don't like doing this with only three, but bidding two no trump with three little hearts doesn't look right either. Ooh, I don't have a good bid. All right, I'm gonna go two no trump. This doesn't feel right at all. But so I've discovered that McDonald's, when Tim Hortons gave up their contract with for the coffee, McDonald's scooped it up. So the old Tim Hortons coffee is now McDonald's coffee. So I actually get my kids Tim Hortons coffee, and I have it every day. I have McDonald's coffee in my house, and it is the Tim Hortons. I say kid like I drank coffee when I was 8 years old. So yeah, so I like the McDonald's coffee. So I still get my taste of Tim's down here in Florida, and what Tim's is left. You know what I miss? I miss Swiss Chalet. That's what I miss. I miss good rotisserie chicken, good cheap quick rotisserie chicken. I'm amazed at how many of you guys have stuck through from the beginning of this stream. Thank you for keeping me company and staying and watching because we're an hour and 45 minutes in here, and some of these this can get pretty intense. A lot of bridge, a lot of me talking about complicated things. Happy to have you here. So I think we play Tuno as Lebensal in this auction. So if I bid three diamonds, I'm gonna be showing a good hand with diamonds. I'm gonna test it out. I'm pretty sure we play that here because we can't have a natural 2-0. But I could double responsive, but I don't want to do that because in case partner's passing, he might have some double and bid hand. That's what I feel like he's got. Maybe not. I'm gonna bid again here. Oh well, thank you. Thanks, I appreciate that. I might go horseback riding on my trip to Colorado in a couple weeks. So you never know. You never know. Wow, he bid four diamonds, eh? I have a really good hand here. So what do I need for game? I need him to fill these. I have six empty slots here that need filling. Uh, Ace, king of clubs, ace, queen of diamonds. That's a game. That's only 13 points. Ace of diamonds, ace, king of clubs. Even. I'm going game. I'm doing it. Doing it. Might miss a slam. Yeah, perfect hand. I mean, three diamonds, positive, 2 to 11 saw. Double denies. No, yeah. Yes, I'm playing with Warren Spector. He's my partner at the Nationals for our national team, and he is an exceptionally good bridge player. I'm very lucky to have a partner as good as him, and yeah. Better minor 11, so that's a good question. I can't I'll just ask you. Well, thanks, Patrick. Yeah, look, we've had a lot of success in our partnership. We've played about 5 events together. We got to the semifinals of the World Championships in Orlando, semifinals of the we lost. Sorry, we had one round of 16 lost to Nickel in the Vanderbilt, then made the semifinals of the Spin Gold and the semifinals of the Solid Weight. So we've only lost about 5 matches together in the last few years and won a bunch. So yeah, we do pretty well. That's a lot to do with my team, not just us, but we're successful. Yeah, I'll write that down. Review better minor 11 saw. She holds that over my head from time to time. I appreciate that. Uh, she's definitely, yeah. I just made a note. One spade, two clubs, two no, three spades. I can't really. I'm gonna bid three spades. Uh, only because if he's got 18, 19 balanced, I do have a pretty good hand. But if he doesn't, then I have no interest in slam. So he's gonna either make a control bid and then I'm gonna sign off. We play three no trump as an offer to play here. I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna sign off, just letting him know that hey, I only really was interested in slam if you had 18, 19 balanced. I think. So we did the right thing. We got to the right contract, but both spades are offside. she cares about it more than I do. She's a competitor to the extreme. So I'm very happy that she's got a world championship under her belt. That I mean, if one of us was going to win one, I'm glad it was her because I'm a happy person. I don't have this immense desire to. I mean, I want to win a world championships for sure, but it's not going to affect me one way or the other if I do or don't. And for her, she craved it, she wanted it, she got it, and I'm so thrilled for her. And that is all right. I mean, I have to jump to three clubs. I'm too strong to bid two clubs for sure with seven tricks in my own hand. But I do need quite a few stoppers from partner to make three no trump. So it's pretty funny though. After that World Championships, I knew that we were getting cheated by Fantoni and Nunez, and that's why we lost. When Jenny won the World Championships, I lost in the semifinals to Fantoni and Nunez, and when we were coming home, and we were always joking. She would hold it over me like I'm a world champion. I'm like always like, so I lost to cheaters. What do you want from my life? This was before they were convicted of cheating, and there's some going somewhere and with this, but let me get this bit. So I don't know. I don't have a spade fit. I don't have a heart stopper. I could bid three hearts, or I could just bid four clubs. I don't really see a way around this. Can we still have a three no trump bid? He would have just bid three no trump already if he. So no, I think I have to just bid four clubs. Yeah. Sorry. So yeah. So we're always joking about it. So then the next year in the summer, she plays in the spin gold, and she plays against that same team that we lost to in the semifinals, and she beats them in the first round, knocks them out, and says she's like, you thought she gave me such a hard time about that. I can't even begin to tell you that it was 1 year later. She played a match where she against Fantoni and Nunez. She played against Fantoni and Nunez and crushed them, and then she got to come back to be like, I don't want to hear it again about your world champion. You losing to cheaters. You got to do it. You got to beat them. Yeah, kind of hope he bids four spades so I can pass. I'm looking. We need a. In no, yeah, that's not a nice comment, and she's better than cheaters. I'll put it that way. I've also beaten Fantoni and Nunez in matches in my life. So we were just on a finesse, well, maybe better than a finesse. It's a good thing we weren't in no trump anyway. My hand was completely dead, and oh, we would have been able to get over here with the queen of diamonds, but I forget with Warren I'm allowed to open three no trump with this kind of hand gambling. No, if believe me, I don't I don't I knew very quickly not to take anything you say seriously. That there's no question there. I just when there's a line up there saying I just comment on it because if somebody's watching the video, that's not I don't want that. So 17 and five cards too strong for one no trump. I wonder how many times I say that in a day. Feels like more people show up to watch later in the day. Is that because you guys are at work and then like your work day is getting coming to an end, or you're playing bridge? And I just, the numbers always seem to rise towards the end of my streams. Or like the one time I did a stream at like 4:30 in the afternoon, it felt like there were way more people that were around. All right, 2-0 followed by 4-0. That's how I'm gonna show this hand. I could have jumped to 3-0 to show 17. We all knew that they were cheating. It was people. We didn't say anything because it was against the rules to say that somebody's cheating. That's really it. And we knew for a long time that they were cheating. In fact, at some point soon, um, I'm pretty sure 3-0 by me would just be an offer to play. So three spades. I think this is going to be a test of agreements here. Um, so Chris, yeah, we all knew that they were cheating. We all talked about it. In fact, we were not allowed to say something. The rules prevented us. The rules prevented us from talking about it in any official forum at all. But we all knew it was just we knew it wasn't just them. We knew you know when you're playing against somebody that's cheating, and when you're really good at something and you're playing against somebody that's cheating you, you know that they're cheating. It's just the way the rules were. Okay. I'm driving to slam no matter what at this point. It's just a question of what's our language. I would like to bid four spades to let him bid keycard, because this is the kind of hand where I don't want to be the one bidding five no trump because, well, I guess I could bid five no trump. The problem is that my king of spades is now. I guess he knows about my king of spades. Yeah, I'm just gonna go four no trump. I don't know what I'm worried about. So we have a rule that when one hand is limited, we don't play serious 3-0 trump. So 2-0 trump, in essence, limited my hand to 12 to 14. Yes, I have 18, 19, but so what does he have? He has 1 or 4. That is not good. We are not making slam. We are making slam, but it was on a finesse. 3 no trump would have been an offer over 3 hearts, right? It's the 2 no trump bid being limited. That's where it is, and it's not really limited, so it's a weird one. It's like an edge case, but you're gonna have that. I assume not. Okay, I was. This is one edge case where I'm not really limited by 2 no trump, but most likely I am. How do we get there? We get to. Ah. Oh, we weren't off 2 key cards. I just miscounted key cards. Okay. Sorry. I'm busy talking and not bidding properly. I need to let him keycard. All right, so he does not think so he thinks that it is a serious or non-serious situation. And so when I bid three spades and he continued, how strong am I here? 17, but I'm going to just overcall two diamonds. I assume that we're gonna stop at 4 o'clock. Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely fading for sure. We'll see. So I have 13. I'm allowed to pass here but because my partner's a passed hand. But I'm gonna raise just because I'm key card heavy. I have a Doubleton club. Uh, yeah, if he bids, I have four spades with a maximum, which is what three spades is gonna show. I have a maximum because I have 13 in a Doubleton, and I like my prime cards. One, two. I mean, we're on some finessing. We got some work to do, but this looks pretty good, pretty reasonable. My Doubleton club had full value. Yeah, it's more that I didn't want to double and then have to bid three diamonds. I'd rather just bid two diamonds and get a raise, or yeah, exactly. They could just jump to three hearts, and I don't want to bid four at the four level. I'm not worried about missing a game when I overcall two diamonds with 17. I needed a fit from partner and 6 to 9 points really to make game. The opponents are both bidding. It kind of just felt right to. So this doubles penalty of one no trump. Their redouble is running out, I guess. I forget. Penalty. Two diamonds. I feel like we're in a force. All right, so when Warren passed two clubs, but then came back betting two spades, I think he doesn't have like an opening hand. I think that he just yeah, he's probably inviting game, and I guess I could have raised to three. What are we gonna lose? One, two, three, four. We have four losers, so I do set up specific parameters. Um, they can beat three by going club lead. They can get a club rough. When they win the ace of spades, they can go club rough, and then they can just wait for their diamond trick. Um, I set it up that we have 23 points, and that the dealer or that South has either 12 to 14 or 17 plus. So that way I pull out the one no trump openers. That's what the only non-interesting hands that you can have are one no trump openers. you could jump to force or cue to force. Yes. My pass of 2 diamonds was forcing 2. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing this every week. Every week at 2 o'clock on Mondays when I'm around. Hopefully next week I will be in the finals of the JLOL USBF event, in which case I won't be able to. I would love to balance with this hand, but I don't really have a way to do it. I can show a 4 card major and a longer minor. That's kind of close. If I was non-vol, I would probably risk that, but I don't really have a way to do that. I can't show a 1 suited minor, so or both minors. I love balancing when I have a singleton and the opponent's open to no trump. And I get the last hand, so I'm going to make a Q bid. Let's do 2 to 3 instance. No, I have a family on the other side of a door that would be very unhappy if I started doing a couple instances. And I also feel like I'm faded. Maybe later this week I will have time. I have to find the motivation to get back writing my lessons. I started a lesson for my master series on dealing with interference after one no trump opening. I got Steve Conrad to send me a couple hundred example hands that I have to go through, and I also just have to write the lessons. It might be more than one, but I got to get to work. It's very hard to find the motivation. Once hit the stop button, it's hard to get going again. Um, so I could pass. I have an opening hand. My partner would have shown some interest, but I'm very prime. 3 spades maybe, or pass. I feel like if you again quite aggressive by me. They have to lead a hard. It's aggressive by me just because our non-vulnerable overcalls are pretty wide range, so he could have 8 points, and I did it because of the Doubleton Diamond prime prime. Uh, so if West had double 2 diamonds, Warren and I play pass is encouraging. So 2 spades would be the weakest bid that they could make. So Warren with his hand would pass. uh, over he would not show the weakest hand possible there. He would, if they had doubled two diamonds, he would have, well, he might have, he did have king queen jack of diamonds. Those are not great, but at the same time, pass is encouraging for us. There are two different schools of thought on that. I don't know. That's the way that we play. That's the way I was brought up playing. But I know that there's some experts that feel the opposite way around. So I think that's something you kind of have to talk through with your partner. What's the weakest action there when you force to a specific level? Usually, for me, bidding is the weakest one. Um, all right. Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate you being here. And every Monday at 2 o'clock. Although towards the end of this month, I'm going on a vacation to Colorado with my family. We're just gonna try and get the kids away from screens and into nature a little bit. But who knows? We'll see what I can do about streaming in the next couple weeks. I'll try to find some time to get some instant tournaments in. I still have a streak that I started last week that I haven't had another opportunity to try to go two in a row. But maybe